Coming up on today's episode, our thoughts on the Sochi Olympics, plus should college athletes be paid, and our challenge of the week. All that and more on TSE. Welcome to the Sports Experience, the TV show that looks at sports from a different perspective. I'm your host, Robin Ditch, and joining me are the usual suspects, Brad Hagelin and Derek Pierce. We're here at the Palouse Ice Rink right now in honor of the Winter Olympics. I'll be supplying the hottest topics in sports as these two debate. We begin today's show with the Winter Olympics in Sochi. USA has been dominating over there in Russia, but how relevant has it been at home? Derek, have you been watching?
Yeah, I've been watching. The USA has been dominating. However, though, the whole entire relevancy of the Winter Olympics, it's not that great. I mean, compared to 2010, the last time they had it, 2010 Winter Olympics, only 190 million people around the world watch it compared to 2010 FIFA World Cup, another worldwide sporting event that people watch. 3.2 billion people watched it. That's 46% the whole entire world watching that because it's more entertaining, it's more fun to watch. However, there are some fun topics or events to watch with the Winter Olympics, such as the snowboarding, the ice hockey. However, there's some type of events that's just not that great to watch, not very fun and entertaining.
See, I disagree with you right there. I think all the Winter Olympic Games are relevant because the athletes train for 4 years. They are mentally and physically prepared. They have to eat right every single day for 4 years. But for the slope conditions and the conditions of Sochi altogether, they were terrible. Shaun White dropped out of the slope event, and other snowboarders were complaining because there were grass coming out of the snow. They had to save snow through the whole year just so they can have some. You know Sochi is warm right now, and just not the Olympic type quality. It's the highest competition. You need the best conditions possible.
Well, you can't blame that all on Sochi. I mean, it's not really Russia's fault that it's so warm over there. No one expected it to be 65 degrees. However, I completely understand with Shaun White dropping on the race because he just wants to save injury risk and stuff like that, but just not really good conditions, and they just need to fix it, implement ways to make sure that injuries don't happen and the slopes are good to go and crisp.
All right, well, with that being said, we're going to send it over to Devin, who's on the ice with our athletes.
I'm here at the Palouse Ice Rink with our challenge athletes, Ashley and Alex, and our curling specialists, Lindy and Ryan. Lindy, how long have you been curling?
Oh, since I was in diapers.
And what about you, Ryan?
About 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curling first became an Olympic sport in 1924 at the Chenoweth Games. Guys, how do you feel about curling today?
I am really excited to kick some butt, and I am feeling confident.
Yeah, I'm really excited as well. It's my first time doing it, so we'll see how it goes. Just hoping to get the win, so yeah.
All right, with that said, let's get it started. You guys will each have the opportunity to throw 3 stones and 3 chances, so let's go. Good luck. You'll need it. There you go. Up first, we have Ryan for Team White. He is starting out with his feet in the hack and a glider on his non-dominant foot. So if you were right-handed, you would have the glider on your left foot. Here comes the toss, and the sweepers are waiting to sweep because there's good weight on the stone. And it's gonna come all the way down to the house. Now the house is the circle where he wants to score, and he's gonna be just a little bit shy of the circle, just cresting the arc. Now we have our challenge athlete, Alex, for Team Blue. And look at that, we have our debaters, Brad and Derek, making a guest appearance as sweepers. And they are really going for it. Sweeping, sweeping. It is coming into the house, and it's gonna go through. Stop sweeping. They should really stop sweeping. And it's just a little bit out. Lindy, our more experienced curler, has just thrown the stone, and she has good weight on the stone, so no sweeping necessary. But she unfortunately will go through the house too, so that is a 0-0 for both teams. And now we have Ashley, and a little bit rough coming out of the gate, and she will need help sweeping for this stone because she did not get enough weight on it. Brad and Derek are going at it aggressively, sweeping. Might not have enough weight to get here, but they are gonna try. Most of our throwers are coming a little bit to the right, probably because they are right-handed. Now we have Ryan with a nice straight release of the stone, and you can tell as soon as he lets go how much weight he has on that rock. So that's how you tell whether or not you need sweep or not. This one is actually coming very close to the house. We might have it in, and a little bit of sweeping towards the end just to get it into the house, and he is in the house. Unlock the front door. This is our last toss. It all comes down to this for our challenge athletes. I don't know if you noticed this about Alex, but he is a left-hander. He doesn't really have that problem of the white. He's gonna hit it, meaning he is a takeout artist, and the blue team is gonna win it because it's the only stone left in the house, dubbing Alex the takeout artist. It looks like it's beginner's luck here today at the Palouse Ice Rink as our challenge athletes Alex and Ashley win 1-0 with a throw by Alex. Guys, what is the most difficult part of curling, Lindy?
Probably the accuracy.
I would say besides the ice, probably having a horrible teammate on your side. So.
Oh, a little bit of friendly fire there, maybe as teammates. Okay, so this was our first experience curling, guys. What is the most difficult part, and did you enjoy it?
It was a lot of fun out here. Just finding the touch and feel of just the distance you need to throw it is probably the most difficult part I found, so yeah.
I would say the most difficult part was balancing, trying to keep your balance and trying to push the stone, but it was a lot of fun.
All right, for all of us here at the Palouse Ice Rink, thanks for curling with us. Back to you at the desk, Robin.
Thanks, Devin. Man, I tried that earlier, and the stone was a lot heavier than I thought, and it was really difficult. How was sweeping?
I didn't, stretch thoroughly enough, so I almost pulled a groin, but, I kept up with the rock, so it's all good.
Yeah. I'm not very flexible, so it was really difficult for me, to say the least.
All right, well, as the Winter Olympics are happening in Sochi, the NBA hosted All-Star Weekend in New Orleans. The past few years, the NBA's athletes haven't been taking the games very seriously, and fans have noticed, and they're not happy. What do you think?
I think that the NBA All-Star game is relevant. The NBA All-Star fans get the chance to vote for their favorite NBA players to do, and that just gives more fan participation for that in the NBA. Also, the slam dunk competition is very relevant. The three-point competition, every skill event is really relevant because it gives players opportunities to make a name for themselves, such as the players that's rookies or sophomores, just newly initiated players in the NBA, a chance to do it. Because Marco Bellatelli, three-point competition, he made a name for himself. Not that many people in America know who he is. Bradley Beal was in it too. They beat out Stephen Curry. The slam dunk competition, although it's not what it used to be,
right.
However, it's still good competition. Making names for himself like John Wall or Paul George in a sense. The skills competition, point guards, Dame Lillard played in all 5 skill positions, competitions, so it was really good for that. Tim Hardaway Jr., a rookie, doing a really good work. But yeah, I think it's all relevant.
I completely disagree with you right there. I think the All-Star game is completely irrelevant. You see it every year. Teams are putting up 140, 150, 160 at times. There's absolutely no defense. And with the slam dunk competition, we watched it last night. It was absolutely terrible. So many people were surprised on the outcome. And just the irrelevant events, slam dunk competition, three-point competitions, why are fans allowed to vote players in? It should be the best players hosting the All-Star game every single year.
Yeah, that's why I agree with you, because LeBron James, he always opts out to do it, but it's still competitive. Although it's changed over the years, but you still need that for just entertainment.
Moving on to our next topic, the question that never gets old. Should college athletes be paid? Brad?
I definitely don't feel like they should get paid. I can't believe this is even a question. They get free tutoring, which makes it so much easier for them to do on tests. And like us, regular students, we have to study really, really hard for these tests. You get free gear, they get free room and board, they get free food. And not to mention, if we paid college athletes, it would absolutely ruin recruiting. Teams would just give them the most money, and it's whoever has the most money would have the best team consistently every single year.
You know, I definitely agree with you, Brad. I dang sure do not agree about paying athletes more money, because that's coming out of my tuition, my own money. I'm already in debt as a college student. The average college student is in debt. But we already pay $742,000 a year for equipment and uniforms and et cetera, such things like that for sporting teams. And the fact that I have to pay more money, or they're considering the average student to pay more money, is just blasphemous. Honestly, I'm not doing that. In football, 85 scholarships are awarded to student athletes, and at least half of that is full scholarships. And I don't want to pay any more money than I have to do. I'm going to be broke after college. I don't want to have money.
All right, let's take it up to the next level in our rapid fire segment. We'll start off with Derek Jeter announcing that he'll retire after the 2014 season. Is that going to be a distraction for the Yankees?
Yes, I think so. We all know Derek Jeter is a very good, fantastic baseball player, but being in New York City, yes, it'll be more distraction. More media will come to him, and it'll be a distraction as a team as a whole.
A great player by Derek Jeter. I don't really think it will be a distraction. Yankees didn't make playoffs last year. They need some momentum, and Jeter, one of the all-time great Yankees. The players have to have someone to play for, just kind of like going out like Ray Lewis.
Who's your early favorite pick for the Barclays Premier League?
I would have to go Chelsea because they are currently first, and you got Hazard with 12 goals and 5 assists.
For me, it has to be Manchester City. I'm a Manchester United fan, so it's hard for me to say this, but you have Sergio Aguero with 15 goals and 12 goals for Yaya Toure. Manchester City has great chemistry, so they're only 2 points down. They have a good shot.
With the NFL draft coming up, who's your sleepers in the Combine?
I think that's to be an Oregon cornerback, Terrence Mitchell, 54 tackles and 5 interceptions. That's a great year. Watch out for him.
I'm going to go with Wisconsin receiver Jared Abbrederis because he is a great route runner, and you can also put him with kick and punt returns as well.
Right now, Wichita State is a top 5 team in NCAA, but are they a real elite team if they don't play in the top 6 conferences?
I believe so. They made it to the Final Four last year. They're 26-0. They're undefeated right now. Yes, they don't have a very heavy competitive conference, but I think they'll make it very far.
I don't know how you can be ranked in the top 10 and not play one ranked opponent all year. I believe the real test will come in the tourney.
Speaking of Wichita State, that leads us to our social media question of the week. Will Wichita State lose a game before our next episode? Like us on Facebook and let us know on Twitter at TSE Cable 8. What do you guys think?
No, they're not going to lose in our next episode. They're playing very great basketball. No competition whatsoever.
I say no as well. They don't have tough competition for the rest of the year.
Well, that'll do it for this episode. Join us next time for more debates and a new challenge. Before we go, we'd like to thank the Palouse Ice Rink and the Palouse Curling Club for being such good sports and helping us with the new challenge. For Ashley, Alex, Devin, Brad, and Derek, I'm Robin Ditch. Have a good night.